Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
N15 PCA.
Ep4.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. X-Men 97, episode 4, part 2. Because for some reason they thought it was necessary to make 2 super short episodes that do not benefit from being shorter. Especially this one, where it's more of a story and actually has to do with what's going on, unlike the Jubilee episode, which was completely a throwaway story. This one actually deals with Storm, her maybe getting her powers back or just dealing with that in general. But it suffers from having to share its episode runtime with another short story, and the gas pedal is straight down to the floor, and it's just go, 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 because I felt like, was this a couple of days? Was she there a week? Who knows? It's just odd that we don't know the passages of time because it feels like things move really, really quick. But we go into this episode right where, remember when Forge in the previous episode came in and was like, hey, my name's Forge. I think I can help you out with your situation with her losing her powers. So he brings you to his really nice cabin and he makes chili. And I would not be an MS3K fan without putting this in here.
This is a great meal, Professor.
That's a great stew. What's in it?
Oh, a lot of things.
Rattlesnake, Velveeta.
Chicken, corn, green peppers, chili, onions,
Hair.
well, it's an old recipe around here.
That's exactly how he made it. He got the recipe from Johnny Longbow. But he's like feeding her and everything, and he's being really nice to her. And I thought it was a little odd. He's like pouring her wine and stuff. Like he's trying to get her drunk. I felt just a little weird. I don't know. He's being a good host, I suppose. They go horseback riding. Very beautiful. I'm from the Southwest. I spent my whole entire life in the Southwest. I think it's the most beautiful place in the world. And just look at these. It's just, I love it so much. But we see the X-Force because Forge was on X-Force. Strong Guy, Polaris, all those, I love that team. Super cool team. And Wolfsbane, I love her too. So he's like talking about his past and things he's done and how his powers work is he can basically make anything in his imagination. In his mind, he sees exactly how it works. That doesn't mean he can build it out of 2, popsicle sticks and chewing gum. He needs the actual stuff to make it. So his mind is always running, thinking, I can do this, 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 and this. But he has to have the actual stuff to make it. So he's been trying to make something to help with Storm, like get her powers back, It's like, just she's going through some like a therapy thing. Almost kind of remind me of the Vita thingy that Captain America went inside of to like get his powers. It kind of reminds me of that. So I do like the fact that she you can see she's very claustrophobic. Storm does not like tight spaces. It's very, very, it's crippling to her. You can tell she breathes hard. She goes in there and she's willing to go through this. They don't bring it up. You just have to be a fan of the X-Men to know this and how much it took for her to give herself hope that she might get her powers back and to confide herself into a small space at the same time. Just that glimmer of hope that she might be able to get her powers back. So she goes in there, goes through the little process, and then tries to command the winds. And I love the way Storm does her power. She doesn't have to say anything, but she does it. It's just like a witch, like a sorceress. I freaking love it. It's so poetic and powerful. I love Storm. And you see the wind start to move and everything, but it was just the wind moving on its own. So it's heartbreaking. She falls to her knees. She's so sad because she felt, maybe I felt it, but it was just the actual wind. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Then, Forge's like, we can still keep working on this. I'm doing my best. She sees an inhibitor collar. And then he admits to, after he got out of the military, he went to go work for the government. And he never built the mutant inhibitor stuff, but he drew up the base work, the blueprints, not necessarily even blueprints, just the base, alpha build of this. And someone else took it. She's like, I can't believe you built this thing to use against your own kind. But in his defense, there's some really powerful mutants out there that if they're going to be arrested for their crimes, they're going to have these on, because you couldn't take some of these people and just throw them in jail. They'll just literally break out. So I think it's a little unfair for Storm to judge him so much. But then, like, Forge straight up tells her that he loves her and he's in love with her and everything. He fell in love with her in minutes. I don't know how long they've been here. And even if they've been there for, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks, it's hard to say I'm in love with you. Forge, that is man's got to take a shot, right? Storm is so unbelievably gorgeous. Supermodel beautiful. Extremely intelligent. Just to have a conversation with her and like to tell her your problems. She's like a wise sage like knowledge, and she's gorgeous. That is a deadly combo to any man. I challenge any man not to fall in love with Storm. She's, oh my goodness. Even how they like curve, if you look in the comics, I'll throw in a picture of her from the comics. Oh my God. Just like you wouldn't even be able to speak to her. She's so just, the goddess falls short of how unbelievably beautiful Storm is. That's not even counting her actual personality of being an amazing person, a strong, independent, kind, and caring woman. That just takes it to another level. But he drops that "I love you" on you, like that's gonna save him. Then she slaps the living crap out of him. Hilarious. She takes off. She's all pissed off and sad and everything. Then she gets like attacked. But it's like I'm thinking this is the Shadow King. Again, you have to be a fan of the series to know. Early on in Storm's life, the Shadow King saw how extremely, overly, insanely powerful she was. Kind of went into her mind and manipulated her. Yes, you're a goddess. And she loved the praise. She loved being like people coming to her and treating her like she's a god. And the Shadow King played on that. Like, yes, and he was like using her. So is this the Shadow King? I like how he says the adversary. I love that. Fairy devil. I love it. It's evil. And look at these claws. This thing's coming for you. Look at this face. Oh my goodness. You see that thing? It's like, I'm assuming he's taking form of that owl that she noticed earlier in the episode. And this, I'm thinking it's the Shadow King. I'm hoping it is, or it could be a whole new threat. But yeah, much better episode. Thought it was weird that he straight dropped that "I love you" on you. This could have been at least a full episode, if not 2 episodes. 1 episode of the healing process, meditations, using that chamber, practicing, focusing on her powers, trying to get it back, rebuilding her cells and doing all that kind of stuff. And then the last episode could have been dealing with this in 2 episodes. But to cut it to like 10, it did a giant disservice to this story. But pretty decent still. I still have to give 5 out of 10. It still moved the story forward a little bit. Introduced a new threat, at least a threat to Storm. But the Shadow King's business. The Shadow King is a Omega level threat. This isn't just like regular like bad guys. This dude can do some serious damage. If he gets a hold of Storm and get control of her mind, he would be extremely powerful. But thanks for watching, guys. Keep the comments coming, sharing them. Try to pump out more episodes. Try to get to things in more of a timely manner. But thanks for watching, guys. I love every single one of you. Catch you on the next one. Crimson's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.